In today's video I have AUSOM L1, another electrical scooter sent to me by geekbuying.com. $28.3. It is the second AUSOM scooter I am reviewing, and I think their brand name actually matches what they do. Just look at how cool looks all of these handles, thumb throttles, and so on. So they don't just use standard, on market available things. They actually develop and put a lot of effort into designing things that look nice and work well. So the build quality looks absolutely top notch. This is my absolute favorite folding mechanism because you can unscrew it, fold your scooter, and then screw it back in and make it as tight as you want. So it never comes loose. It's super firm, super secure. I also really like the swing arm suspension. Not only do they work well, but they also look very nice, cool. Like they have this aggressive kind of look. In the back you have double swing arms and the shock absorber, which is, by the way, adjustable. If you need to make it looser or tighter, you can just adjust it, which is absolutely awesome. The scooter is powered by 800 watt 48 volt motor that's mounted in the back, and inside this cool looking deck you have 15.6 amp hour battery pack. We have a disc brake in the front, and we also have a disc brake in the back of the scooter. Unfortunately, disc brakes are not hydraulic, so these are mechanical disc brakes. Could be better with hydraulic disc brakes, but we also have to have in mind that the scooter on the day of recording costs only 600 euros, 800 watts, 15.6 amp hour battery pack. Sounds like a good deal, especially with this build quality. But enough talking, let's go and see how does it perform on the streets. Right, let's see it. 39, 41, 42. I'm running out of road. 43, 44. Can I get 45? All right. So it reached 45 as per manufacturer's claims, which is nice. And I believe if you are a bit lighter rider, or if you have more space, you might actually reach more. Because if I lift the rear wheel up in the air, it spins up to 60 kilometers per hour. So I believe you can also reach that if you are a lighter rider. Right, this is where I test the hill climb ability. So I stop here at this line and I start from dead start right now. The camera right there is level with the horizon, so you should see the climbing angle. Let's see if the scooter with 800 watt motor can start from dead standstill and go up the hill. And it cannot. Let's give it a slight push. Yeah, it needed just a tiny bit of push to get going. So that's a good indicator that the scooter will be able to climb quite steep hills, but it will not climb absolutely ridiculous ones, especially from the dead start. I think it's a decent hill climb ability because after I gave it a little push, it climbed with no issues. So now let's see if we roll, if we just have some initial speed again. So now we're rolling just a tiny bit. And now I hit full throttle. So we're climbing, not ideally, but it's climbing. If you've been with this channel for a while, you know this hill. And this is the easy side. Let's see what AUSOM L1 can do. Even on the grass, we're already struggling. All right, I'll give you some initial speed. We'll give you a second chance. Nope. It's so nice and quiet. It has great suspension. The suspension of the AUSOM L1 is absolutely gorgeous. It's super nice and quiet, and it allows you to go aggressively over different terrain, and you know you won't feel any problems with it. I can't even bottom it out. It's so nice and stiff and smooth. Absolutely gotta love this suspension. Doesn't matter what terrain you ride on. It can be bumps or anything. It just works so well. I absolutely love the suspension of AUSOM L1. Let's give it a little jump and see how it looks on the landing in slow motion. I gotta say, I'm absolutely impressed with the suspension of AUSOM L1. Really great design, really quiet, really nice and smooth. You could even like land jumps. I'm not even talking curbs and so on. Absolutely thumbs up from me for the suspension. Let's talk about the tires a little bit. As you can see, they have immense amount of grip, even on like a loose gravel. They still provide you with a lot of grip. So that's the upside of having off-road like tires if you're riding on a looser surface. It's really nice. On the other hand, this is how they sound when you ride on the asphalt. From the way I started my sentence, I wanted to say that they are loud, but at least me riding and with the wind in my ears, I couldn't hear them being loud. I'm actually positively impressed with the tires. I am 1 meter or 6 feet 2, and the scooter size fits me really well because it has the adjustable handlebars. So the handlebars are way above my hips, and I consider that's a very comfortable and safe way of riding it, and I think even a little bit taller person should feel himself or herself absolutely fine on it. I also think that the deck is wide enough and long enough to stand comfortably on the scooter, and it has this really nice, smooth and comfortable kicktail for your back foot rest, which is very nice. So no problems size wise from my end. I am at 28 kilometers now, and my speed has dropped. I still can do 23-24 kilometers per hour, but this is where I consider the battery range is over because I cannot reach the maximum speed on the scooter anymore. So riding range about 28 kilometers if you blast at a race mode, full speed most of the time, and you weigh around 90 kilograms. So now it's time for final conclusions, and as always we're gonna talk about the things I love, the things I like, and the things that could be a little bit better. There are 3 things I would like to improve on. They are not huge, they don't really change anything in terms of the quality of the scooter, so I would call them minor. So first of all, one thing I really don't like, every time I stop it goes into park mode, and then it doesn't work. I can't ride the scooter, so before I go riding I need to press the button 4 times to get back to race mode, and that's just super annoying. I wish it would just stay in the mode where I put it in. The second little thing is I don't really like how turn signal indicators work. While they have amazing button to turn them on and off, I always forget to turn them off because I don't hear anything beeping, and it's very hard to see them on the screen because the screen, and that leads me to the third downside, is absolutely dark in the daylight. I definitely tried scooters with brighter screens, especially when the sun is shining. So these are the 3 things I would like to improve. Now let's jump straight into the things I love. Well, first of all, I really love the overall material and build quality. I like that people create electrical scooters and put some design ideas in. There is no cheap rubber that will peel off from your deck, and it doesn't slip anyways. It's also, there are things like super smooth handlebar lowering mechanism. So I like that someone just actually put a lot of effort into choosing, developing things that are just non-standard, look cool, fit well nicely in all the view of the scooter, and just look, it's really looking very, very nice. You see, I can't ride now, again, because of this bloody parking mode. What the hell? Why would you need it? But let's continue with the things I love, and the second thing will be definitely the suspension. It's absolutely lovely, it's nice, bouncy, smooth, but it gives you nice control when you go off-road. Your scooter doesn't go all over the place, it doesn't rattle, it doesn't make any annoying noises, so it's really well made suspension. I absolutely love the design of it and the way it works. And last but not least, I like that in such a not too big scooter they managed to fit 15.6 amp hour battery pack that gives you pretty good riding range. And now we have all the things that I like, and there are many. I like the scooter itself. I really like the way the handlebars are made, you know, all these tiny details as I mentioned before. Anywhere you look on that scooter, it's nice. The brakes are actually good. So they are not hydraulic brakes, but look, now we are going 40 kilometers per hour, and I stop in no time whatsoever, no problem. And I can block the wheels, both front one and back one, without no issues whatsoever. So anytime I need to stop, the brakes are here to help me. I feel like overall it has been like a very positive review about the AUSOM electrical scooter, and it's the second AUSOM scooter that I tried, and I think it's actually awesome. Would I recommend the scooter for my friends? I would definitely recommend the scooter because it looks cool, it rides comfortably, it feels safe, it feels well built, and the price is 600 euros. If you don't need to go off-road, meaning second motor in the front, I think it's really, really worth considering the scooter if you're planning to buy one. I hope you found the review useful, and I hope to see you in my next video. Cheers!